You stand at a crossroads, a moment suspended between who you are and who you could become. The air is thick with possibility, yet heavy with hesitation. For too long, you have negotiated with your own potential, settling for fragments of greatness instead of claiming the whole. But the time for bargaining is over. The era of half measures and self-compromise must end. This is your call to stop negotiating with your potential and to step fully, unapologetically into the power of your becoming. Within you lies a force both ancient and eternal, a wellspring of creative energy, resilience, and wisdom that defies limitation. This force does not whisper gentle encouragement. It roars with relentless demand. It insists that you cease the endless internal debate between comfort and growth, ease and challenge, fear and courage. It compels you to shed the worn skins of doubt and hesitation and to embody the fullness of your possibility. But this path is no easy ascent. It requires confronting syphoria, the intoxicating sedation of excuses and distractions that mask your true hunger. Syphoria lulls you into a false sense of safety, convincing you that small victories and muted dreams are enough. It tells you that greatness can wait, that tomorrow offers a better moment to begin. Yet, every moment you negotiate with this illusion is a moment stolen from your destiny. Your mindset is the battleground where this negotiation is won or lost. To stop bargaining with your potential, you must cultivate a mindset forged in clarity and conviction. This mindset refuses to rationalize failure or diminish ambition. It confronts limiting beliefs with brutal honesty and replaces them with empowering truths. It is a mindset that recognizes discomfort as the birthplace of growth and views setbacks as necessary teachers rather than final judgments. Belief is the bedrock of this transformation. It is not a fleeting hope, but an unshakable conviction rooted in experience and vision. This belief anchors you when storms of doubt arise and fuels the persistence needed to push beyond your current limits. It declares unequivocally that your potential is not negotiable. It is your inheritance, your responsibility, your birthright. Clarity cuts through the fog of confusion and distraction. It reveals the contours of your authentic path and the stakes of your journey. Clarity demands that you see yourself as you truly are, a being of infinite possibility, capable of transcending circumstance and rewriting your story. It exposes the subtle ways you've compromised, how fear disguised as caution, comfort masquerading as wisdom, and procrastination cloaked as preparation have all conspired to hold you back. Vision ignites the fire of possibility. It is the vivid image of who you are meant to become, so compelling it eclipses the allure of stagnation. Vision is the relentless pulse that drives you forward, aligning every thought and action with the future you refuse to negotiate away. It demands discipline, not the tyranny of obligation, but the sacred honoring of your higher self. Purpose weaves meaning through your vision. It transforms ambition from vanity into service and transcends personal gain to embrace collective impact. Purpose anchors your journey in something larger than yourself, turning every challenge into a sacred test and every victory into a shared celebration. Discipline is the sacred rhythm that moves you from intention to embodiment. It is the daily commitment to do the work when motivation falters, when fatigue sets in, when the world whispers for you to relent. Discipline carves the pathways through resistance and solidifies new patterns of greatness. Action breathes life into your potential. It is the bold step into the unknown, the courageous choice to build when the foundation feels shaky, the refusal to wait for permission or perfect conditions. Action shatters the illusion that waiting is safe and demands that you engage fully now. Gratitude grounds you in the fullness of your journey. It teaches you to honor progress alongside struggle, to see growth even in setbacks, and to find joy not just in achievement, but in the sacred process of becoming. Gratitude transforms your relationship with challenge, turning pressure into alchemy. Adaptability sharpens your edge amid change. It allows you to pivot with wisdom, innovate with courage, and remain fluid without losing integrity. Adaptability ensures your journey is resilient and your potential remains dynamic, not static. Resilience fortifies your spirit. It is the unyielding force that carries you through trials, the sacred fire that refuses to extinguish even in the darkest nights. Resilience transforms scars into strength and pain into power. Learning fuels your continuous evolution. It is the humility to recognize that mastery is a journey without end, the curiosity to explore uncharted territories within and without, and the courage to embrace new truths that challenge old assumptions. This is your summons to stop negotiating with your potential, to refuse the cheap comfort of compromise, to step into the full magnitude of your power with fierce clarity and unwavering conviction. Because every moment you delay is a moment stolen from the masterpiece you were born to create. So rise now, claim your potential, live without apology, and become the unstoppable force you were always meant to be. This moment right here, right now, is the fracture point between who you have been and who you are meant to become. It is the precipice where hesitation either holds you captive or launches you into your highest expression. No more bargaining with your worth. No more settling for scraps of your greatness. The universe does not reward negotiation. It demands commitment. To stop negotiating with your potential is to step into a covenant with yourself, a pact to pursue the full scope of your capabilities, regardless of fear, fatigue, or uncertainty. Understand this clearly. The tension you feel, the restless energy, the gnawing dissatisfaction is not a curse. It is a call to action. It is the echo of your true self-demanding recognition, screaming through the noise of conformity and comfort. To silence it is to deny the very essence of your becoming. To answer it is to ignite a revolution within, a radical reclamation of your birthright, to create, to influence, to transcend. This revolution begins with radical self-awareness, the willingness to look unflinchingly at your patterns of compromise, your rationalizations, your surrender to comfort. It is the courage to own every choice that has dimmed your light and the fierce resolve to rewrite those choices into affirmations of power. No longer will you be a passive recipient of circumstance. You will become the sovereign author of your destiny. The battlefield is your mind, where limiting beliefs lurk like silent assassins, ready to undermine progress with whispers of doubt. Train your mind as a warrior sharpens a blade with discipline, focus, and relentless practice. Replace the narratives of inadequacy with the anthems of your possibility. Command your thoughts, or they will command you. Belief is the fuel that propels this transformation. Not a naive hope, but a tested certainty that you possess the strength, wisdom, and creativity to manifest your vision. Let belief anchor you in storms, guide you through chaos, and inspire you when the road ahead is shrouded in uncertainty. Clarity slices through the fog of distraction and indecision. It reveals the path less traveled, the one paved with sacrifice but illuminated by purpose. Clarity demands that you see what truly matters and dismiss the trivial as noise. It empowers you to focus your energy where it will yield exponential growth. Vision is the spark that sets this entire process ablaze. It is a vivid, compelling image of your highest potential that pulls you forward with magnetic intensity. Vision is relentless. It refuses to be diluted by doubt or delay. It demands your full alignment, your unwavering devotion. Purpose anchors this vision in meaning. It transforms ambition from selfish desire into sacred mission. Purpose connects your individual ascent to the collective evolution, reminding you that your growth reverberates far beyond your personal sphere. Discipline is the bridge between vision and reality. It is the daily commitment to show up, to endure, and to excel when passion wanes and obstacles arise. Discipline forges habits that become the architecture of your success. Action is the sacred expression of ownership. It is the courageous step into discomfort, the refusal to wait for perfect conditions, and the deliberate creation of momentum. Action dismantles inertia and breathes life into your becoming. Gratitude transforms the journey. It softens the hardness of struggle, opens your heart to lessons hidden in adversity, and magnifies the joy of progress. Gratitude is the alchemy that turns challenge into triumph. Adaptability sharpens your capacity to navigate the unpredictable. It grants you the grace to pivot without losing your essence, to innovate amid chaos, and to remain steadfast in your purpose while flexible in your methods. Resilience is the backbone of your transformation. It is the sacred strength that enables you to rise after every fall, to persevere through hardship, and to transmute pain into power. Learning keeps your evolution alive. It is the humility to recognize that mastery is an endless horizon, the curiosity to explore new dimensions of self and world, and the courage to embrace transformation continually. So make this vow now, to stop negotiating with your potential, to claim the fullness of your power, to live boldly, fiercely, and without compromise. Because the masterpiece you were born to create will never emerge from half-hearted effort or timid dreaming. It demands your all, and your all is ready. Rise, own your potential, become unstoppable. This is the crucible where excuses are burned away, where the soft comforts of procrastination are replaced by the hard steel of resolve. To stop negotiating with your potential is to declare war on the inertia that has held you captive, the subtle forces of distraction, doubt, and fear that conspire to keep you small. It is to summon the warrior within who refuses to settle for less than greatness. In this war, your mindset is your sword and shield. You sharpen it with discipline and protect it with clarity. Every thought you nurture is a battle cry. Every belief you adopt, a fortress built to withstand the siege of uncertainty. This mindset is ruthless in its demand for growth, yet compassionate in its allowance for struggle. Belief fuels your advance. It is the unyielding certainty that no obstacle is insurmountable, no setback final. This belief transforms fear into fuel and paralysis into motion. It is the flame that burns brightest in the darkest nights, guiding you toward your highest self. Clarity is the lantern in your hand. It reveals the hidden paths, the disguised opportunities, and the deceptive illusions that seek to derail you. With clarity, you navigate the labyrinth of life with intention, cutting through confusion to pursue what truly matters. Vision ignites the battle. It is the vivid image of the warrior you are becoming, the embodiment of strength, wisdom, and purpose. Vision is relentless. It demands your full attention and unwavering commitment. Purpose is your banner. It rallies your spirit, aligning every action with a cause greater than yourself. Purpose transforms toil into triumph and struggle into meaning. Discipline marches beside you, steady and unwavering. It is the daily ritual of showing up, pushing forward, and honoring your commitments, even when motivation falters. Action charges the field. It is the bold movement into the unknown, the fearless leap beyond comfort zones, and the relentless pursuit of your vision. Action is the alchemy that turns dreams into reality. Gratitude is your armor. It protects your heart from despair and cynicism, fostering resilience and joy even amidst hardship. Gratitude transforms challenges into lessons and setbacks into stepping stones. Adaptability is your strategy. It grants you the flexibility to respond to changing conditions without losing sight of your objective. Adaptability keeps your campaign alive and responsive. Resilience is your stamina. It is the power to recover, to endure, and to grow stronger after every clash. Resilience ensures that defeat is never final and victory always within reach. Learning is your intelligence. It fuels your evolution, expanding your tactics and deepening your understanding. Through learning, you stay ahead of the battlefield's shifting terrain. Now, hear this call. Stop negotiating with your potential. Cast aside the chains of hesitation. Rise as the unstoppable force you were destined to be. Because the world does not wait for the hesitant or the hesitant. It rewards the bold, the committed, the relentless. So stand up, step forward, and claim your victory, your life lived in full, without compromise, without delay. Your time is now, and your potential is limitless. This moment is your reckoning. It is where the fog of doubt clears, revealing the vast terrain of possibility stretching before you. No longer can you afford to linger in the shadows of what if or not yet. The time to act is now, not because conditions are perfect, but because your potential demands it. To delay is to deny the very essence of your being. Understand that the discomfort you feel is the fire of transformation. It is the universe's way of forging you into the person capable of wielding your potential fully. Resist the temptation to numb, to distract, to negotiate away your dreams for temporary comfort. Instead, lean into the discomfort. Welcome it as a signpost directing you toward growth. Your mind must become a temple of intentionality. Guard it fiercely against the sirens of self-doubt and external noise. Feed it with thoughts that elevate and empower. Challenge every narrative that whispers limitation and replace it with the unshakable truth of your capability. Belief is not a luxury. It is a necessity. It is the unwavering foundation upon which your future is built. Cultivate belief through action, evidence, and repetition until it becomes an unbreakable shield against despair. Clarity is your sword. It cuts through the chaos of competing demands and distractions, allowing you to focus your energy with precision. Clarity reveals the essence of your mission and the first step on your path. Vision inflames your spirit. It is the compelling picture of your highest self, the life lived without compromise. Vision demands sacrifice and discipline, but it also promises fulfillment beyond measure. Purpose roots you deeply. It aligns your actions with meaning, transforming effort into devotion. Purpose ensures that every struggle serves your evolution. Discipline is the relentless drumbeat that carries you forward. It is the sacred habit of showing up, of choosing growth daily, regardless of how you feel. Action is the catalyst that turns dreams into reality. It is the brave movement into uncertainty, the dismantling of comfort zones, and the creation of new patterns. Gratitude anchors you in abundance. It softens the hard edges of struggle and invites joy even in the journey's toughest moments. Adaptability empowers you to navigate change with grace. It allows you to innovate, to pivot, and to thrive amid uncertainty. Resilience is your fortress. It is the strength to rise after every fall, to endure through hardship, and to transform pain into power. Learning is the compass that guides your ongoing evolution. It keeps your mind open, your heart humble, and your spirit curious. So now, cease the endless negotiation with your potential. Rise, own your power, live your truth, create without hesitation, because the life you are meant to live waits for no one, and your potential refuses to be compromised. Your potential is not a distant star to be admired from afar. It is the blazing sun at your core, demanding to be seen, felt, and unleashed. Every breath you take is a declaration of your capacity to create, to transform, to rise. Yet, how often do you shrink from this power, settling for less, because the path feels steep, because the unknown threatens your comfort? This hesitation is the silent thief of greatness, robbing you of the life only you can live. It's time to confront the truth you've been avoiding, that negotiating with your potential is a negotiation with your own soul's calling. The more you bargain, the more you dilute your essence. The more you delay, the more you distance yourself from the masterpiece you were born to become. This is not hyperbole. It is the stark reality of what it means to live half-lived. To stop negotiating is to stand naked before your fears and say, not today. It is to anchor yourself in the bedrock of your own value, independent of approval or outcome. It is to claim your birthright as a creator, a force of nature, an unstoppable presence in the unfolding story of existence. This reclamation begins with awareness, the brutal, unflinching acknowledgement of where you have dimmed your light. It requires the courage to dismantle the self-imposed limits, the internalized doubts, the conditioned scripts that have fenced in your potential. This process is painful, yes, but pain is the crucible where gold is refined. Mindset is your battleground and your sanctuary. You must cultivate thoughts that align with possibility, resilience, and mastery. Feed your mind with truths that elevate, with visions that inspire, with affirmations that empower. Starve it of fear, procrastination, and negativity. Train your mental muscles to hold focus amidst chaos, to find calm amidst storm. Belief is the compass that guides this transformation. It is the fierce conviction that you can, you will, and you must rise beyond past limitations. This belief is not born from naive optimism, but forged in the furnace of experience and tested by action. Clarity is your lantern in the dark. It reveals not only where you are, but where you must go. It strips away the clutter of distraction and false priorities, sharpening your focus on what truly matters. With clarity, confusion gives way to decisive movement. Vision is the fire that fuels your journey. It is the vivid, unyielding image of your highest self, a self unbound, unrestrained, unnegotiated. Vision demands sacrifice but promises a life of profound meaning and impact. Purpose roots your steps in significance beyond self-interest. It is the thread that weaves your personal ascent into the fabric of collective awakening. Purpose ensures your climb uplifts not only you, but those who follow your lead. Discipline is the relentless rhythm of progress. It is the sacred commitment to show up, to do the work, to push past resistance, even when enthusiasm wanes. Discipline transforms fleeting inspiration into lasting transformation. Action is the alchemy of change. It is the brave, sometimes messy, always necessary act of moving beyond intention into embodiment. Through action, potential becomes kinetic energy, shaping reality with purpose and power. Gratitude softens the grind, opening your heart to the gifts embedded in struggle and triumph alike. Gratitude cultivates joy not as a byproduct, but as a practice, anchoring you in the present as you forge ahead. Adaptability grants you the grace to navigate the unpredictable. It teaches you to bend without breaking, to innovate amid chaos, and to remain true while evolving. Resilience is the armor forged in the fires of challenge. It empowers you to rise stronger after every fall, to persist beyond setbacks, and to transform adversity into wisdom. Learning is the ever-burning flame that keeps your evolution alive. It invites humility, curiosity, and openness, ensuring your growth never stagnates. So now, shed the shackles of negotiation. Step into the fullness of your potential. Claim the power you have deferred for too long, because the world awaits the unleashed force of your becoming. And your time is now. This is not a gentle invitation. It is a call to arms, a summons to awaken the dormant warrior within, who refuses to settle for anything less than extraordinary. You are standing on the precipice, the edge of a new reality shaped by relentless pursuit, uncompromising standards, and unshakable faith in your own capacity. The old you, content with comfort, distracted by doubt, shackled by hesitation, is falling away, making space for the fierce embodiment of your true potential. To stop negotiating with your potential is to break the cycle of self-sabotage. It is the moment when you refuse to replay the same stories of limitation, the excuses that have kept you confined. These stories are not truths. They are myths crafted by fear. You have the power to rewrite them, to tell a new narrative, a narrative of power, resilience, and unstoppable momentum. Your mind is the forge where this transformation is crafted. It demands vigilance and care, a commitment to cultivate thoughts that empower rather than diminish. You must become the master of your internal dialogue, the curator of your mental landscape. Silence the voices that insist you're not enough, that warn you against risk, that plead for complacency. Replace them with the anthem of your capacity, your strength, your unyielding resolve. Belief is the cornerstone of your ascent. It is the deep knowing that you are capable of transcending every obstacle, of rising beyond every setback. This belief is not a fragile hope, but a fierce certainty, born from experience and hardened by perseverance. Clarity becomes your guiding star. It illuminates the path through the fog of uncertainty, revealing the precise steps that align with your highest vision. Clarity demands ruthless honesty. It strips away distraction and illusion, laying bare the reality you must face and the choices you must make. Vision ignites the fire of your becoming. It is a vivid, compelling image of your future self, the person who no longer compromises, who lives with integrity and passion, who commands their life with authority. Vision is a magnet that draws you forward, compelling every fiber of your being to move beyond limits. Purpose grounds this vision in meaning. It connects your personal evolution to a cause greater than yourself, transforming ambition into sacred service. Purpose ensures that your journey is not merely for your own gain, but contributes to the awakening of the collective. Discipline is a sacred rhythm that carries you through the inevitable challenges. It is the daily vow to show up, to act, to persist, even when the path is steep and the weight heavy. Discipline turns fleeting inspiration into enduring power. Action is a sacred dance between intention and manifestation. It is the courageous step into the unknown, the relentless pursuit of growth, the fearless embrace of risk. Action dismantles the paralysis of overthinking and propels you into becoming. Gratitude softens the edges of struggle, inviting joy and presence into your journey. It teaches you to honor every step, the victories and the trials, as integral parts of your transformation. Adaptability sharpens your resilience in a world of constant flux. It empowers you to pivot with wisdom, innovate with courage, and maintain integrity amid change. Resilience is the indomitable spirit that refuses to yield. It is the sacred fire that burns brighter with every challenge faced and every fall endured. Resilience transforms scars into strength and setbacks into comeback. Learning fuels your continuous evolution. It is the humility to admit what you do not know, the curiosity to explore new horizons, and the courage to evolve beyond your past. So now, rise with unrelenting fire. Cease the negotiation. Own your greatness. Live the life you were born to create. Because your potential is not a question, it is an imperative, and the world is waiting for your answer. Now, stand unshaken in this truth. Your potential is not negotiable. It is the essence of who you are, the unstoppable force beneath every dream, every desire, every call to greatness. To bargain with it is to deny your own soul, to settle for shadows when you were made for light. The time to hesitate has passed. The time to doubt has ended. What remains is a fierce, uncompromising commitment to yourself, to your growth, your purpose, your destiny. Rise with the full weight of your power. Own every moment, every choice, every step. Become the relentless creator of your reality. Because when you stop negotiating with your potential, you step into a life of boundless impact, fierce freedom, and unbreakable fulfillment. This is your awakening. This is your revolution. and it begins now with you.